empty this dirt where I was digging yesterday when I stopped. Okay. Let's see. Looks like I was right here. I've been over here setting traps this morning, as I have had something disturbing the some of the seeds that we've been planting, and I can see a couple visible burrows, and I now have all visible burrows, I guess you might want to say, covered with traps. So here's where I left off yesterday. I said I was going to take the day off from inside the greenhouse, but I thought I might come on down here and see if I can make a little bit of progress, which will of course be better than no progress. And what I'm having to do right now is go back and shave these squares just a bit, where a few of these were still a little high for my liking. So I simply have to take just a little off the top, and the soil is pretty well all still broken up from this past summer, but I am going ahead and just lightly stirring it up a little bit, maybe more than a little bit, maybe a lot, and then I just simply rake it all back level as possible with my fingers here until I get it down inset how I like it, and then simply put the drip line emitter back in place and have this square ready for new seeds, whatever we decide to plant inside this row, which I've not even contemplated yet, to be honest. I got 3 rows finished up yesterday. 2 over there, and then another one here. And then I did a couple over here because I had to cut it over there 3 shy because I got into the ants yesterday. So there's still 3 over there that I need to finish up. Stay right here. Stay over here. Good girl. That's good. That's good. You're good. Hey, fuck that. Just now saw you comment. I always like it for a little while. I'm liking it right now at the moment. But shit. Just like I was consulting with a lady this morning in Virginia about a crawl space French drain project, trying to line her up for my crew for later on this year. I was like, you know, I personally haven't done any of those jobs since late 2021. I said, but if you see any of my videos and see all that gardening work that I've been doing these past couple weeks, this is actually day 11 out here, by the way. I said, you will quickly see that the majority of that work is pretty much the same as digging an inside perimeter French drain line inside of a crawl space as I'm just bent over on my knees friggin' digging, which is the life that I lived for a long time. Nothing better than digging holes and playing in the dirt. Yeah. Until you've done, I don't even know how many hundred I've done already. Let's say I started at number 10. I've gotten all the way through 23 over here, so there's 13, 14. I'm on row 15 here. And I'll still have, I guess, about 8 more to go as I started down there on number 10. And we're going to certainly have to replant a few of the seed that has already been planted. As I mentioned earlier, I saw where something had gotten a few of the cucumber seed and actually ate them. And I'm assuming it has to be some type of rodent, but I'm unsure what. I do see the burrows, and I do now have some of my old snap trap set in place. Right before I went live a minute ago, 2 of them fired off. I thought, man, did I already catch it? But I think I just had them set so sensitive that they just fired on their own. I've got them set like really, really sensitive over there right now. Shit, dude, I don't even like getting out here and doing this every day, but you know, if I'm going to do the garden, I got to get this done. I mean, like I said, this is day 11. I ain't even got one side complete, and I still got all that over there to do. So it's one of those things that if you're going to get any progress at all made on it, you know what I'm saying, ain't but one way to get out here and do it, and that's just to get out here and do it, even when you don't feel like it. And then once you get them all planted up and stuff, then you gotta still come out here and do all the weeding. You can skip a couple days sometimes and then come out here. It look like a different place. You're like, God, that shit grows that fast. Weeds, or just like I was telling you here with a little bit of a rodent issue or whatever it is that's been messing with those seeds over there. If you come out here every day, just give it a little quick glance, you know. Better stay on top of problems, I guess, before they get too bad. And then you get some of the insect problems sometimes, and cutworms and things like that. And if you don't address them daily, and even sometimes addressing them daily doesn't resolve the issue, but you just got a better chance of staying on top of the problems once they occur by putting eyeballs out here on this thing more often than not. I know that. It's crazy, like I was saying, once everything gets going, you know, what a 3 or 4 day difference can make. Keep having to cut off a few of these stragglers from last year that I had failed to get. And another thing I've been working so hard out here is because I was trying to get everything caught up for those trees. If any of you heard me talk about the trees the other day, well, if you did hear me talk about that, then you may remember me saying how the Department of Ag was down here, I believe, 2 Fridays ago now, I think. And they were telling me, you know, I was on a time frame for the trees. And I was like, oh yeah, well, when do I have to have it done by? And it was like April whatever day. So I called like that following Monday, just like I told y'all I was going to do, to ask about what day I could come down there and pick up all the trees. And they're like, what trees are you getting, sir? And I told them which ones were in my folder on the paperwork. And they're like, this is the last day of the season to get trees, and we are already sold out of everything that you need. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? They're like, you'll have to get on this fall's list, which will open up in September, and you'll be able to get your trees to plant them like in February, I think they said. So in a way I was pissed, and in another way I was relieved, because I've still got a lot of shit I got to get done outside of just this greenhouse. So right now though, this is probably the biggest thing weighing on my mind is, damn, got to get this damn greenhouse planted up. So That's why I'm out here again today, even when I really had planned on not being out here inside of it. Let's see. Try to keep nosing on down the road here, keeping you in the shot. And do I have to do what I'm doing right now? Hell no. Damn thing, you just threw a piece of garbage in there. I could come over here and do this right here with my fingers and put these seed in here and be good to go, but I'm trying to do the best job that I can do. Make sure all this is stirred up nicely and whatnot. And hopefully everything does well this season. Had a pretty good season last year. First real garden I ever had. I was pretty pleased with my results. Spent a long time out here though. That's for sure. More time than I had even anticipated. But I guess that's what it takes. Valley with face full of mud, and I'm stunned. You know my car don't stop. Yes, I'm fun. You know I play a bad guitar. Give me one drink from your loving cup. I mean, give me a little drink. Just one drink, and I fall down drunk. I'm the man who walks the hillside in the sweet summer sun. I'm the man that brings you roses when you ain't got none. Your loving cup, just one drink, and I fall down drunk. I feel with you tonight, just sitting in front of the fire. See your face dancing in the flame. Feel your lips kissing me again. What a beautiful buzz, what a beautiful buzz. What a beautiful buzz. Yes, I am nitty gritty and my shirt's all torn. But I would love to spill beans with you till dawn. Yeah. Give me a little drink. Loving cup. Just one drink. And I'll fall down. Good morning to everyone that's tuning in here. Not a lot to see, just prepping each of these planting squares, trying to get ready for some new seed. That's all I'm basically up to at the moment. Trying to clean things up here a little bit as I go by cutting a few of those stragglers off. And when you see me taking this dirt out, all I'm trying to do is to lower the soil line inside of the planting square just a bit so that each of the planting squares are more inset into the soil, or inset into the ground, as opposed to the perimeter here, helping keep water inside of the planting square. I've had a few last year where I didn't know any better when I was just starting out and I left them a little too high, and sometimes the water from the drip line would run over or down out of a corner as the topography of the ground inside of the greenhouse here is all flowing down inside that direction. So again, I would have a few of the squares that would overflow occasionally, and I'm trying to prevent that from happening this year. Come on down the row a little bit more. Down to the last two here on this particular row. Thanks for the hearts or likes, whatever you call them here on TikTok Live. I don't know. Whatever they are, appreciate it. Man, I seen the whole reason everything is like this, just so you know, I'll take just a second and talk to you here. So, if any of you have read that book by, I think his name's Mel Bartholomew, the Square Foot Gardening. So I based this entire greenhouse design off of that book. And each of these planting squares that you see were based off of a 12 by 12 footprint. But I ended up shrinking them down to about 10.5 by 10.5 to leave the little divider line in between each one. And I seen last night on TikTok a girl she was doing some little collaboration for a little template, to put the seeds in, a little square foot gardening planting template. And man, that thing was neat. Now, I'm not really doing the square foot gardening method, so to speak. I'm just saying that's where I got my initial thought process for the size of planting squares that I'm using. I do companion plant some things, yes, but most rows are dedicated to single vegetables, as opposed to companioning quite a few different items inside of the 12-inch by 12-inch planting square, like Mr. Bartholomew, speaks of in all of his books. But I did think that little template for planting was really neat, especially if any of you are doing just like outdoor raised bed setups. That may be real useful to you to help maximize the production efficiency of the square footage that you have available to grow in. You might be able to grow a lot more stuff inside of the space that you have currently than you might originally think if you haven't already read that book. And there are 12 squares per row, by the way, if you've never seen any of this. Okay. Unfortunately, then it's just a repeat. Doing it all over again. And over and over and over. And sometimes it seems like it's not going in. I'm trying to get you. Gonna be right here, Tanner. Shit, that ain't a good shot. Let me put you over here. It's in the shot. Yeah, and I can see the comments. Let me go grab my bucket and shovel real quick and my scissors. I'll be right back. Maybe you can see right there behind me. There's a burrow right there. And I've got one of those traps set right here in front of it. And I found two other burrows along this perimeter row here that I've got 4 or 5 set at each burrow. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm about comfortable here. Okay, I can tell this row right here was one of my earliest rows that I did because I was pulling all of this dirt out just like you've been seeing me do right now, you know, bringing them down. And I didn't know any better here. I just started the garden again about this time last year, literally about this same exact time. And hell, I thought I was going to have to add dirt, you know. So I went and bought some friggin' whatever it is back here behind me. What is it? Miracle Grow potting soil, something like that. And I ended up doing a whole row of it here, like an idiot, not even knowing that I didn't need to. So you can see how black that is. That's because the majority of that is that damn bag shit. And again, I didn't even need that shit. But didn't realize it until I'd already spent about $100 on dirt. Go figure. And I've kept it down there if it ain't already eat up with ants. Because and I may sprinkle a little bit of this into some of these other ones. And I kept it because I can use it in some of my potted trees and things like that up through there. But I had intended on going back and mixing some of my original soil back into it, but dumbass me, I didn't realize that's where I was at here, and I've already emptied that bucket of soil, so I guess I'm just going to do what I've been doing and inset it down lightly. That's probably pretty good right there. Insert the water line and call it ready. Voila. Lots of worms in every single square, which is great for the soil. Once I get a couple of these knocked out, I'll be able to put the camera back in line here. This life that I live just took me everywhere. There ain't no place I ain't never gone. But it's kinda like you said, what you heard so many times. Well, there just ain't no place like home. ever see a she protect her young'uns, or a fish in a river swimming free? Did you ever see the beauty of the hills of Carolina, or the sweetness of the grass in Tennessee? And Lord, I can't make any changes. All I can do is write on in a song. So I can see the concrete slowly creeping. Lord, take me in mind before that comes. Do you like to see a mountain stream flowing? Do you like to see a young'un with his dog? Did you ever stop to think about, well, the air you breathe? Well, you better listen to my song. And Lord, I can't make any changes. All I can do is write on in a song. Just while I can see the concrete slowly creeping. Lord, take me in mind before that comes. Restlessly in the arms of me. Once I was a tumbleweed, like a rolling stone, rolling all alone, living for the day my train would come. School, I really golden rule. And Papa used to always say I was a useless fool. So I left my home, show me was wrong, and headed out on the road, singing my songs. Sunny day, the man he looked my way, and everything that I dreamed of, it was real. Money, girls, and cars, big long cigars, and I caught the first plane home so Papa would see. Boom, 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 boom. When I went home to show me was wrong, all that I found was a 2 tombstones. Somebody tell me, please, was I right or wrong? Oh, such a sad song. First I got lost, then I got found, but the ones that I loved were in the ground. Papa, I only wish you could see me now. Take a listen, Papa. Play one for Mama now. First I got lost, then I got found. Ones that I loved were in the ground. Somebody tell me, please, was I right or wrong? Damn it. there's any way you can hear what I say, Papa, I never meant to do you wrong. And all the money, girls and cars, and all the world's long cigars, Papa, I just want you to know they couldn't take your place. Boom, 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 boom. When I went home to show them it was wrong, all that I found was two tombstones. Somebody tell me, please, was I right or wrong? Oh, such a sad song. First I got lost, then I got found, but the ones that I love were in the ground. Somebody tell me, please, was I right or wrong? Wow, 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 wow. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would have rocked me in the cradle. Now I'm old, cotton fields back home. Well, it was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana. And them old cotton fields back home. When them cotton balls get rotten, you can't pick very much cotton. In them old cotton fields back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana. And them old cotton fields back home. When them cotton balls get rotten, you can't pick very much cotton. In them old cotton fields back home. Just about a mile from. Damn, pretty good shot right there. Goddamn photographer, videographer, whatever. Photographer. That's what I say. That's what I say. Yeah, you wake up in the morning, you hear the work bell ring. Want you to the table. You say the same old thing. Ain't no food up on the table. Ain't no pork up in the pan. But you better not complain, boy. You'll get in trouble with a man. Wow, 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 wow. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Yonder coming road. Oh, you better do right. You better not gamble. And you better not fight low. Oh, the sheriff will grab you. And the boys will bring you down. Next thing you know, boy, oh, you're prison bound, yeah. Well, let the midnight special shine a light on me. God damn it. Let the midnight special shine a yellow light on me. Did you know? By the way she wears an apron and the clothes she wore, umbrella on my shoulder, piece of paper in her hand. She comes to see the governor. She gonna free her man, Lord. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine the other light on me. And let the midnight special shine the other light on me. That damn potted soil here that was in these squares, that shit don't hold moisture well like the natural soil does. That's why I don't like it. That's why I don't like that damn mess, baby. Sunny here, some time to get away. Needed some peace of mind. Peace of mind, I'll stay. So I formed it. 96 in LA. Maybe a greyhound could be my way. That's right. Get out of my way. Don't need to buy none of your gold chains today. I don't need no bracelet clamped in front of my back. Just need you're one in a million. Yeah, that's what you are. You're one in a million, baby. You're a shooting star. Maybe someday we'll see you. Before you make a strike, you know we tried to reach you. But you were much too high. Much too high. Radicals and racist, don't point your finger at me. I'm a small town white boy, just trying to make ends meet. Don't need your religion, don't watch that much TV. Just making my living, baby. Well, that's enough for me. You're one in a million. Yeah, that's what you are. You're one in a million, baby. You're a shooting star. And maybe someday we'll see you before you make us try. You know we're trying to reach you, but you were much too high, much too high, much too high. It make no sense to me. Think to do as it please. so many out there. Spread some fucking disease. Walk so many goddamn ways. It's all Greek to me. Some say I'm lazy. Others say that's just me. Some say I'm crazy. I guess I'll always be. It's been such a long time since I knew right from wrong. It's all that means to an end now. I keep it moving along. One in a million. Yeah, that's what you are. One in a million, baby. You're shooting star. Maybe someday we'll see you before you make us try. You know we tried to reach you. We used to love her. I used to love her. Ooh, yeah, together. I had to put her 6 feet under, and I can still hear her complain. I used to love her. Used to love her. She bitched so much, she drove me nuts. Now I'm happier this way. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Take it to what it is. Oh, the old knees are getting worn today already. Should have known I'm getting damn soaking ass wet too. You know, if I was smart, I'd open this greenhouse up, but evidently I ain't too smart. Ooh. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Bow, bow, bow. Down, 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 down. 2, 3, 1, and I tried so hard just to get through to you. But your head's so far from feeling so true. You was just a temporary lover, honey. You ain't the first. Lots of others dreaming for you. Woman said that you've been the worst. So you've been the worst. Time can pass slowly, things always change. Your day's been numbered, and I bet your last page. It was just to come on in the dark, wasn't meant to last long. Think you wanna welcome, honey, I'll just sing you along. As I sing you this song. 2, 3, 1. goodbye to you, girl. So long, farewell. I can't hear you crying. Your job has been hell. So look for me walking down your street at night. I'll be in with another. Hey man, what you got planted? Well, so far we planted some excuse me, hang on, I'm covered with sweat, dude. Glad you asked. Give me a chance to breathe for a second. Whew. Peaches and cream corn, honey select corn, serendipity corn, lone green cucumber, straight 8 cucumber, bush contender green beans, little marvel peas. That's all the new stuff so far. And back here behind me is garlic, romaine lettuce, quite a few different varieties of beets, some lettuces, green and purple, got some onions back over here. That's about it for right now. Thinking about going over here and seeing if I can, dang it, if I can stand up, seeing if I can successfully finish up these 3 squares up here at the end of these 2 rows that I got to yesterday. But up there, that top corner was infested with ants. So that's what I didn't get to finish up over here. All of these are done aside from these 3. Let's see if I can go get my stuff here and get these right here wrapped up. May need to get me a drink real quick. Oh, those are good beans. Yeah, I appreciate that. I can't hardly see. Matt, the 44. I'm still waiting. Northwest Indiana. What? Still cold there, I'm guessing. I really don't know. It's just a guess. Let me grab me a drink real quick. That's some good dirt right there in that sled, though. Any dirt coming out of here is good dirt. Here's a, it may even be shit, one of them was spinach, I can't remember. I think spinach. Whew. Look at me. Didn't even get the bucket. I usually get my onions going late April. I need to order some more. I put all them that I had in the ground there. Yeah, if I can get these 3 up here knocked out that are eat up with ants, I'd be pretty happy. See if I can get the camera set up here. Let's see. Nope, that's right in the way in it. Shit, they're already getting started. Now, if you guys can see right here, there's ants everywhere. Let me see if I can just make some progress real quick. Bear with me. Better watch it, Tanner. They gonna get you, Tanner. Come on, motherfucker. God, can y'all see all these on camera? Good God almighty. If I didn't have these gloves on, they'd have done got me a shit ton of times. Come on. On my pants. Just don't get it past these gloves. God, you're asking for it, Tanner. I mean it, dude. Oh, we can clean that shit up later, Tanner. Shit, I might get out of here. Yep, they're all on my pants. Shit. They ain't got me yet, but damn. Of course, if I didn't have these boots and pants and gloves and shit on, they would have. Look at all these on my hand. Can you see all them on my glove? Well, I almost got them done. I'm gonna have to bring some apple cider vinegar out there or something for them. Shit. I think with that being said, that's about all I even feel like doing out here today. Before you pull them gloves off, we better make sure them ants are off of you. I think I got them off. Whew. Man. Yeah. I was talking about them, excuse me, traps earlier. There's one of the other fire ants. I got some more set up there. Yes, they are fire ants. Oh, that's why I had to get out of there. I was pushing my limit. Oh, mercy. So, 1, 2, 3 done over here. So I got rows 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only got 6 more rows to go on this side, and they'll all be ready for planting. You don't have those? Boy, I wish we didn't have them. Those things, man, they'll hurt you. They'll leave little blisters all over you. For sure. So, those right there, I've already got inset pretty well, because by the time I got to this point of the greenhouse last year, I'd already learned a little bit about what I'm doing. You might be able to reference the ones that I've done in these first 3 rows now, as opposed to right there beyond it in rows like 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You'll see how that soil is a bit higher than what you see the soil in these first 3. And like I said, by having them down into the ground a little bit, that helps with my moisture. It also helps with weeds trying to grow into the sides of the squares, you know. No different than like whenever you're edging around like any of your flower beds or anything like that. Shit, I'm soaking wet. Looks like I've damn peed in my pants. And I just want to say I appreciate each of you that have tuned in and seen today's progress, and hopefully you've enjoyed what you're seeing. Maybe you're even planning to implement some of these strategies, I don't know, into your own garden. Once you get it all going, it seems to work relatively well. Really satisfied with the watering system. Here's a pretty good example where they ran this morning. Maybe you can see in those squares there. And that's just what you see at the surface. Like I said, they all hold moisture well down inside of the planting square. The one that holds the least moisture is that row number 3 there that has the store-bought soil in it, where I messed up last year and didn't know any better. But anyways, appreciate all of you for tuning in. Thanks to everyone that commented, and I believe I'm going to go inside and jump in the shower, and maybe we'll get to see this eclipse a little bit later or something. So thanks, guys. See you in the next one.